What's up, internet peoples? Todd and Tyler here at Disney World Resort.
Port Orleans French Quarter, to be specific.
Yeah, so we've been having a fun vacation here in Disney World, but one of the main reasons we came here was to check out Galaxy's Edge.
Yes.
Which by far was amazing. It's one of the most amazing things I've seen here.
I've seen a lot of
This
cool
is my
things.
first time at Disney World, so as my button says.
Yes. First time visitor, Todd.
Yep. So far, Galaxy's Edge has been my favorite thing so far, and there's a lot of great merch down there, and it's kind of one of the main reasons we came down was to buy that merch.
Yes.
And so that's why we're gonna do a haul video today,
Yeah, 'cause
or
we did buy some stuff, not a lot of stuff, but well,
I got everything I wanted
I got everything
for the
I
most
wanted.
part.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of merch down here to choose from. It's overwhelming almost.
Oh yeah.
Like-
There's so much stuff. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I wish I could buy almost everything that is down here. They have like statues, figures, necklaces,
Animals.
costumes, stuffed animals you can get,
Mhm.
lightsabers, which is one of the main things we got while down here is a few lightsabers. So
Quote unquote a few. If
Um,
you're me, you just spend $401 on everything that you
that's
wanted.
the unfortunate thing about this park is that everything's super expensive. So you really gotta see
But
what's
it's
your
worth
money.
it. Every
Yeah.
bit of this stuff that I've got and that he's got is totally worth it.
Yeah, I'd say for the most part, yeah, a lot of it is worth it
Mhm.
for the price you're getting. So if you don't know already, one of the highlights of Galaxy's Edge is the Savi's Workshop, which is the build your own lightsaber experience. So we got up bright and early for the magic hours, got a reservation for Savi's Workshop.
8:30 a.m. That was. Ooh, when do that again?
It was, a little earlier than we're used to, but and we built our lightsabers, and these are them. So
Yeah,
He-
the reason why this is
Well-
like this is because it's
we can get to that in a
Yeah.
minute, but
stupid.
so these are two of the different types of lightsabers you can build down there. There's peace and justice, power and control, protection and defense, and elemental nature.
Yep.
This was some of the pieces for the protection and defense
Mhm.
hilt, and this is what I got here. I'll get a
Like
good look at that. But these are like only a few of the pieces you can use. You get the choice between 2 emitters, 2 pommels, and then 4 different sleeves and then 2 different switches. Yeah, so there's only a few pieces you really get to choose from, but I'm happy with what I built. And what's really cool about these, they're fully metal
They're hard.
and they're very heavy. I have been collecting some lightsabers from Ultra Sabers, a few other like third-party lightsaber companies, not like the Force FX ones or the Black Series lightsabers because those are actually kind of cheaply made.
Really cheaply made.
But this is heavier than the ones I have at home, which are the Ultra Sabers, and those are made out of aircraft aluminum,
Mhm.
and they're pretty heavy themselves. But this is definitely heavier than those.
This is straight up steel, so
I don't know if is it steel.
I'm pretty sure these are steel.
I would assume they're still aluminum, but they're just very thick pieces of
They're
metal.
very heavy, like
and
compared.
that's also on top of the plastic component that's inside it that has all the electronics and holds the crystal, which actually I can show off here.
No, I can do mine.
Actually, you do it because
Yeah, mine.
he does have.
I do have one sleeve that is kind of.
He has a malfunctioning piece. We're gonna get it replaced.
Hopefully. I think
hopefully.
this got stripped as well.
I think one of the screws pieces stripped.
We'll see.
And that's
Probably
not
switch
typical.
it off.
That's not typical.
No.
But inside each hilt, is this plastic piece, which he'll show you, and inside is your kyber crystal that you get to pick. He's got a purple one in there.
So far.
He originally had a blue one. You just swapped it out with a purple one. You get a choice of 4 crystals. There's blue, red, green, and purple. But the park does sell at Doc Ondar's, which we'll get into later, a few other crystals like white and yellow, if you want to use those.
But don't bring them into the Savi's workshop.
Yeah, they won't let you use those crystals to build your lightsaber because that would just cause a lot of
This
problems.
cause a ton of issues.
Then you get parents complaining like, well, why doesn't my son get a white crystal? You know, why isn't that an option?
And you know, we don't want to be.
You don't want to ruin the
Don't-
experience for
don't
other
be a-
people.
Pretty much, don't be a butt.
And building the lightsaber experience was pretty great. I'm sure you can find a bunch of videos on YouTube talking about the building the lightsaber experience. If you want to watch it or watch other people build theirs, there's tons of them on YouTube. I have a vlog coming out soon, if it's not already out at this point. I did record Tyler and I building our lightsabers
Yep.
and just going through the whole Galaxy's Edge experience and my thoughts on it already. So I won't go too much into depth here. I got mine. Yeah, with a green crystal, and you get with the hilt a 31-inch blade. And I actually like how these go in because they're removable, obviously, so you can still have the hilt as a display piece or as like a prop to hang on a belt clip or something, which is something they do sell, and I'll show that in a minute. But you get these nice 31-inch blades, and then they just slide right in there. And they make this cool like clicking like computing noise when they go in. Actually, before I do that, I want to show you. But if you try to turn the lightsaber without a blade, it makes this noise.
Oh, that's what happened. That's
Yeah.
this stand piece that forces it to.
Yeah, it creates like a
A
static.
they call
misfire.
it they call it a misfire.
There's no blade. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah.
Should be.
So, but when you put in the blade, that's when it actually activates. And I'm pretty happy with how this looks when it activates. I'm going to turn mine on. Green.
There it goes. Now it actually stayed. Now it just has to
Yeah,
make it
I actually really like this. This is really... I like how this looks. And, as I said before, if I don't like how the green looks, or if I'm tired of it, I can swap it out with another crystal, like blue, or like white, or red, or whatever. And I can have a different colored blade, which is really nice. One of the things I really love about these sabers, it makes it worth it. It makes it worth the $200 you pay plus taxes to get this, but it's almost on the same quality as like the Ultra Sabers, lightsabers. I still wouldn't like consider these blades like battle ready or worthy, even though it could withstand a few good hits. But this is not for like, you know, if you're a saber hobbyist who likes to, you know, fight with lightsabers combatively as a hobby, these blades are not for that.
And then this is the blue.
Yeah, so that's the blue he got.
Yeah.
And I believe also at Doc Ondar's you can buy extra pieces of scrap metal.
We think.
I've heard that you can do that.
But that's the only one. The only time I ever heard that was in California. So.
I would imagine you can. We haven't tried yet. If you like want to buy any of the extra pieces,
$20 a piece.
yeah, that's what we've heard.
Which I think we're gonna try Thursday.
Yeah, we might try that out.
Because if this doesn't work, then I might get a new piece.
I mean, they might just replace it for free.
That's true. They could replace it for
if
free.
it was broken, like
Yeah. If it was already stripped, then yeah, they probably would.
yeah, like hey, could I get a replacement piece or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know. We'll see. But that's object number one. I'm pretty happy with these. This is probably like one of my favorite things I've gotten the whole
Yeah.
week. I also bought. Oh, and also, why don't you grab your pen?
Oh yeah.
When you choose which style you're going for, you know, like as I said, the 4 styles were elemental nature, protection, defense, power, control, peace, and justice. You get a pin. This is the protection and defense one. That's the power control pin, and you get these for free with the hilts. It helps them identify, you know, the people inside which one you got.
Yep.
And of course, the other piece I bought this at Savi's, but you can actually get these.
I got mine at Doc Ondar's.
You can get them at Doc Ondar's, but they do offer them at Savi's. You can buy them right there at the counter. There's it. When you choose your saber, you know, like, do you want a stand or a belt clip? And I just went with it.
Which there is 2 options. There is the Covertech wheel, which is like pretty much like this, pretty normal. And then, which mine also does both Covertech and D-ring.
And D-ring, yeah.
So I can pretty much.
Yeah, that's the appeal actually to why I got this in the first place. I already have a Corptech wheel clip, at home that I bought from Ultra Sabers, but it doesn't have the clip for the D-ring, so I thought
is actually
the
really nice.
multi-purpose was cool. This runs you about like $20.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it. It's great. I'm gonna get another close up of this.
I almost forgot. Also, when you go to Savi's, you also get these sheaths, which
Yeah.
are really cool.
I'll turn
And
around a little
they're-
bit so you can see the
yep.
symbol on the front.
And they are free.
Yeah, they're free with the saber. So.
Yep. And they're very nice.
They're cheap bags, to be honest.
They're
Mine's
cheap.
already starting to fray a bit.
Yeah, but
And it's like
honestly, you can get the other ones, but when I asked, they said they didn't have any in stock. So
Wait, they have other bags?
yeah, but they're just not in stock.
Okay.
They're actually better material than this, which I do recommend
So
getting.
I'm going to again
They do have
zoom in
pouches.
on this again and show in more detail. Here it comes with a D-ring clip, and of course that circle in the middle is where you slide your Corvtech wheel in, as Tyler showed earlier. And if you don't want the D-ring clip out, you just it's a little difficult. You just slide that up, and it works just great. And of course it just clips onto your belt with that clip on the back. So the other thing we bought was at Doc Ondar's
Doc Ondar's.
shop. It's right next to Savi's.
Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities. Is
Yeah.
what the official name is.
At this shop, you pretty much can buy a bunch of Jedi and Sith antiques and relics and stuff
Mm-hmm.
from all across Star Wars Galaxy.
From different points in time and stuff like that. It's very cool
Right.
stuff. It's very cool, like souvenirs, memorabilia, stuff like that that you
Mhm.
can keep in your house and stuff like that. It's very cool.
Now, a lot of the stuff in the shop is very expensive though, so it's not a cheap.
Very
It's not a cheap
cheap gift shop.
Not a cheap gift shop thing you can buy. Here.
It's just not a cheap item that you
Now,
can purchase.
One of the things they do sell is the Legacy Sabers, which are the lightsabers that belong to the main characters of the Star Wars universe. So they have
A very select few.
yeah, not everyone obviously, but they have like Jedi Temple Guards. They have Asajj Ventress.
I want
so
Keanu Mundis. I'm just kidding.
no, Kiadi is not in
No.
there. No, they don't have his. They have
Be nice though.
would be cool. Although his hilt's very similar to like Kit Fisto and like Plo
Yeah.
Koon, so
They're all very similar.
they're very similar.
Original thoughts, guys. Come on.
But they have like Ahsoka Tano, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke
Luke,
Skywalker,
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
Asajj Ventress, which was
Yeah.
actually
I
very
mentioned that.
interesting.
That
Well,
was
Asajj, Asajj is very interesting though, because hers is like that curved.
It's a
we
curved
haven't seen
style,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, we haven't really seen that. But there's also Rey's, Kylo's, Mace. Did you mention Mace?
Mace Windu, yeah, is a good one, yeah.
I ran out of. I think
Right,
that's
but
it.
anyway,
I-
we have a
yeah,
few
that's
other
it,
ones,
yeah.
but they come in these beautiful boxes right here. You can see, and I bought Darth Vader's lightsaber. So what you do is you pop this open, and his hilt's just sitting right there. So I got Darth Vader's lightsaber, and these are actually very good replicas. I mean, obviously, other than the stickers that are on them.
They're very screen accurate.
They're very screen accurate, and down to like even these wires, right here. And this is like real rubber, like a very hard rubber right here in the grips. Whereas I think these other black bits are like a hard plastic.
Very hard plastic. Yeah.
But it feels legit like you're holding Darth Vader's lightsaber. The weight, it's not as heavy as a Savi's Workshop lightsaber, but it does have quite a bit of weight to it. It doesn't make any noises when you try to turn it on without a blade in it. And unfortunately, these don't come with blades. You have to buy those separately.
Or if you
But-
went to Savi's, you could put the Savi's
That's
lightsaber.
true. You
blade in,
can
but
just use the Savi's blade if you want to save some money. Just they're universal blades.
you want to pop that in.
I'm gonna pop in the 36-inch one
Gotcha.
because that's another thing we bought.
That is the cool part. So
Is an extra blade. This one is 36
they have
inch,
two options: the 36 and what's it,
24 inch.
24?
Now
Yeah.
you can't buy the more medium blade.
Trust me, the 24 is tiny.
It's more for like if you have a Shoto, like
If you have a kid.
if you have a kid or you want to have like a Shoto blade, like have like if you bought Ahsoka's lightsabers,
You could
which
have,
there are
like,
two of them.
You can have the 31 and then the 24.
Oh, 36 and then the 24 inch because
Yeah.
she has a shorter Shoto
Oh,
saber
right.
as well. So that works just fine for those. But yeah, so if you want to buy the extra blades, this one's the standard 36 inch, which most lightsabers are, that 31 inch is kind of like an even ground between the 24 and the 36, because not only are adults making Savi's lightsabers, but so are kids. So they wanted something that was long enough for adults, but also short enough for kids, and it was like an even ground for them. But yeah, so I'm gonna pull this one out. For some reason, I feel like these 36-inch blades are brighter than the 31-inch ones.
I think so too.
I don't know why, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to pull it out. But you flip the switch up, and it's that beautiful red. It seems like it's coming up pretty well on my camera, actually.
Looks pink.
A lot of people have been saying, like, on camera, it usually almost looks like it's yellow with like an orange hue to it on the outside, but it's a bright red. And of course, it makes clashing green flashes whenever it like clashes with anything. My only complaint about this, I think, is just I don't think the sound is loud enough. Like, again, I'm more used to the Ultra Sabers sound speakers, which are high-end quality speakers.
Can we also point out, when you turn on the lightsaber, the blade, the color actually shoots up, which is really cool.
Well, that's because, again, another reason why I don't think these are good for dueling. These are more for display purposes. Is because there are bulbs inside the blade. So that's how you get that effect of it going up.
But it's still
So it looks great. It makes it look like a legit lightsaber, like igniting. Especially when you're in a dark room or something. It's really nice.
Which we did a lot.
Yeah, but it's not great if you're like, again, as a hobby, you like to fight. It would be best to go with like a Saber Forge lightsaber or an Ultra Sabers lightsaber if you're doing that.
We're not sponsored by either of them.
No, we're not. I don't think anyone is.
No.
But I'm still very happy with this saber. I've always wanted a really nice Darth Vader replica, and or like a Anakin, Luke Skywalker saber replica. And I just went with this one because they do also offer that lightsaber that belonged to Anakin, Luke, and Rey. Which, speaking of which, I'm sure Tyler is really excited about it because he actually got that lightsaber.
I did get that lightsaber.
And he's been wanting to show it off all night long. So
yep.
I'll let him show off his box. And
I actually kind of want to wait on this. I'm going to do this one second.
Oh, so you want to show him the other one then?
I want to show him the other one. So this one is Kylo Ren. It is kind of easy-ish, hard to see, but so same like Darth Vader's. You open it. It's very nice.
And those boxes actually bigger than the other ones.
And
like they custom make these boxes
Yeah.
to fit the sabers that they're holding.
Yeah. Which the cool part is the fact that like Kylo Ren's is actually the heaviest. I think they said it's like the heaviest like dark side saber that they actually have.
Yeah, it's probably as heavy as they have in the whole shop.
Yeah, I think so.
The saber does actually come with two side blades.
Two
the only
side
one that
blades.
actually comes with some blades.
But the cool part is though is that well actually you don't know where the blades are. They're
under the
they're under the display thing on top of Kylo Ren's own belt clip. So
that's another reason.
If you just bought Kylo Ren's you're like, oh well I kind of need a belt clip, the cast members literally will tell you, don't worry about it, Kylo Ren's actually comes with one, and
because he has a special kind of belt clip.
Yeah.
And you can show that off in a minute. And yeah, that's how it lights up.
And it does crackle, which actually shows up pretty good on the camera too.
Yeah, it flickers quite a bit to mimic that.
It is pretty sweet though.
Flickering
It is pretty sweet.
noise.
But ironically enough, I did find this out though, that if you were to take these side ones out, which I found as a funny little Easter egg, is that you can literally just go just like that, and it'll still work.
I don't know why you'd want to do that.
No, but it is funny though. Which actually, the belt clip is like, I could actually say like, well, you felt it before, right?
Yeah, isn't it made of metal?
Yeah, it's fully metal.
This is a metal belt clip, which is
It's
weird.
a metal belt
The
clip.
other ones are only made of plastic.
But the cool part is the fact that like there's a special gold part right here, and it just slides on like that, and it's super secure. Like it ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. So we just got done looking at Kylo's. What's the next one?
The next one is the famous Skywalker saber, and this is probably the one I love the most. And if I didn't get a Savi saber, I'd be happy with this one. So same difference with that, but the thing I love the most about it is that this is by far the most comfortable saber
Yeah.
I've ever held in my entire
It is
life.
pretty comfortable, I will say.
And the amount of detail on it is just insane. I absolutely love it. And when you put the blade in and everything, it's so nice. Just the sound when it turns on. Wonderful.
It is. I'm almost, after seeing this one, I almost wish I had gotten that one instead of Vader's. But I'm still happy with Vader's.
It's very good though. It's extremely comfortable. I like the little bit of chrome and a very good silver metallic kind of look.
Yeah.
And overall, like I'm very happy with pretty much everything I bought.
Can I hold that real quick? Just I wanted to see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I know, like, I've heard that the Ultra Sabers version is not, like, I was going to buy the Ultra Sabers version for myself to get, like, a Graflix style, you know, Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. And, like, the Ultra Sabers, this is not rubber on those, or plastic, but this is rubber right here, and that feels great. And it's thin, and it's really, really comfortable to hold as a dueling weapon.
Yeah.
I can see why, like, someone like Anakin Skywalker would have used that in the Clone Wars.
Obviously one of the greatest duelists ever, except for he got bested by Obi-Wan, but we don't talk about that. But I will say this lightsaber is perfect for a 1 to 2 hander like person. So like you could one hand this just fine, but if you really got into it and started two-handing it, you're good. But this does use a D-ring, so if you did get that belt clip, it does come in handy too. And I was actually walking around with it a little bit earlier.
Although, to add to that before, again, I still wouldn't duel with these lightsabers, even though it's very comfortable too. And these are, again, also made of metal as
They're
well.
fun to at least swing around every once in a while.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't actually like hit them against stuff. So like, if you went outside and was like, all right, you're good.
Yeah. Okay, so the other things, some things I got as well, which will lead into, like, you know, some of the other things like the crystals that we can show off in a minute.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Picked up some holocrons. They come in these nice leather bags, which just have Black Spire Outposts
Very nice
written on
leather
them.
bags, I will add.
And this is the holocron. Holocrons, if you don't know, are ancient data storage devices. They hold the teachings of Jedi before them inside the holocrons. And they're just a wellspring of knowledge. And you just twist it. It lights up, makes the noise.
There's also something noting that is very loud too.
Yeah, they're actually very loud. That's what I really like about them. Then you press the little black spots on the side. And
this is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen, with the dark shadow of the Empire rising to take their place.
It does go through the message that Obi-Wan left from Order 66, so...
This is the, that's the same message that Obi-Wan, as you're saying, left in Revenge of the Sith
it's
to
very
the other
cool.
Jedi. You can hear that message in Rebels. It's actually the voice of, what's the guy's name?
I forgot his name.
Nathan Taylor,
I think so.
I'll throw it up on the screen. Here, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. I think it might be Nathan Taylor. I want to say that's it. I'm not 100% certain on that though.
But it is very cool though. I will say the holocron
it's the Clone Wars Obi-Wan doing the voice. And what I like about this as well is if you buy those other crystals we were talking about, you can put inside the lights that you can put in the Sabi's lightsabers. They activate different voices for the holocrons. So for instance,
do you want me to give you mine?
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you give me the purple one? The purple one is obviously Mace Windu. But each crystal has a different voice, and actually each crystal. I want to get a close up of these crystals since we're talking about them. Yeah. So each crystal has a different cut to them, which means that it'll have a different voice in them. I think there are like 2 to 3 different voices per color. I think the purple one only has 2 different ones, and they're all Mace Windu, just different voice lines, because he's the only one in canon to actually wield a purple lightsaber. But if I grab the holocron and put it in there, twist it, the light starts to glow purple instead of blue like it did before. And that's the black little spot you can see right there. There's 2 on each side that activate the voices.
Strength has determined the outcome of many battles, but the best proof of strength is the battle that never takes place.
Yeah, so he has a few different voice lines. And it's pretty cool. I've got a white one as well. That's the voice of Ahsoka from Rebels. I've also got blue. My blue crystal is Luke Skywalker from The Last Jedi, and my green crystal, which is in my lightsaber, is the voice of Qui-Gon Jinn. So it's pretty cool. I really like these holocrons.
So basically, so like he was saying, he has different crystal colors. His blue one is the Luke Skywalker from The Last Jedi, which is I think that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that was the one I was wanting actually. I wanted a Luke Skywalker crystal.
Tyler was telling me all the ones that he wanted, and he got every single one except for the red one.
Yeah, I was hoping to get like Count Dooku or Palpatine,
but
I'm happy with Darth Vader.
He got Vader, which ironically enough, I also got Vader in my red kyber crystal too. Which the odds of that were like very slim to get the same crystal.
There are multiple red cuts so that there's different voices for the crystals, because there is also a Sith holocron, and those red crystals go inside this one to unlock those voices, which is pretty cool. I'll activate mine now. And again, just like the Jedi, this was a databank and wellspring of Sith knowledge. And the default sound of this is actually Darth Bane from the Clone Wars. Yeah, so.
Cool part is, a little Easter egg for that, Darth Bane was voiced by Mark Hamill.
Yeah, which is so interesting to see him voice Luke Skywalker and then going to hear him as Darth Bane in the holocron. But as I said before, you can add the red crystals to here and get different voices. We both got the same one.
So it really doesn't matter.
And the thing is, you can't really tell. It's all randomized. So you kind of just get the luck of the draw. They don't label whose cut it is or who's on the crystal, which is why I was really excited when I got the ones I wanted. So you can activate it again. And
The
Darth
Jedi
Vader.
confused indifference with peace, dogma with knowledge, and weakness with serenity. Only the Sith see the galaxy as it is, and as it shall be made to be.
So yeah, that's cool. And I think that's the Battlefront 2 Vader, not James Earl Jones. And you just pop open the right there. You go. Here's your crystal back. And yeah, these are some of my favorite things I got on the trip. I've been really wanting like holocrons to display in my room or on my shelves that look really neat, decent, and look as accurate to how they are displayed in the universe. And one thing I also really love about these, I think it's been pretty well documented now at this point, but in the episode of in an episode of Star Wars Rebels, they joined two holocrons together, and it was a big plot point. They were able to reveal almost anything they wanted to know, and the person that told them they could do this was
Bendu.
the Bendu, who was
the one in the middle.
the one was a force entity that was was neither light nor dark. But one thing I love about this is in that episode, they joined the holocrons, and you can do that here as well. So I'm going to.
Do you want me to hold one?
Here, you can hold the Jedi one for me.
So much power in this.
Did it? Oh,
I think
they shut off accidentally. There you go.
There it is.
And then open this turn of the Sith one, and then you just place the bottom end on top of and they both kind of glow in like a purplish light. And then you activate the voice.
Jedi and Sith wield the Ashlar and Bogan, the light and the dark. I'm the one in the middle, the Bendu.
And then if you pull it away, they just kind of slowly go back to how they were before.
Very cool.
Now, in the episode, Bendu wasn't the one inside the holocrons, but it's a cool Easter egg that you have to have both in order to do. You can also put red kyber crystals inside the Jedi holocron and Jedi crystals inside the
It corrupts them.
Which is Sith holocron, which no matter which one you do, it will activate the same voice lines. It's just the fact that you're putting a dark side crystal inside a Jedi holocron. So now it's glowing all red, which is kind of interesting. You play it again, it's
Attachment leads to jealousy. The shadow of greed, that is.
and then it's basically just Yoda warning you against the dark side. Like, okay, you're putting dark power inside a Jedi holocron. You shouldn't do that.
Ah, hard to see the dark side is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yes, it's voice lines from like Revenge of the Sith and Episode 5.
It's very cool.
Empire Strikes Back. So it's pretty cool. I like that they added that in there. And so you see, it's glowing blue now, the Sith one, and I play the
I'm
voice.
looking forward to completing your training. In time, you will call me Master.
And I love it plays Darth Sidious's voice or Palpatine's, which is one of the reasons why I'm okay from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, from Return of the Jedi.
And also bits of Revenge of the Sith, I believe, as well. If you keep playing.
If you will not return,
Oh, it's Return
Still
of the Jedi.
6. Yeah.
you will be destroyed.
Now, that's one of the reasons why I'm also okay that I didn't get Palpatine.
Because you automatically get
Because
that
you get Palpatine if you put a Jedi crystal in there. So
It's still very cool.
I'm okay with that.
So we decided to go get some blue milk,
That's also
which was delicious.
It was great.
It was so good. You can get a regular blue milk cup, which is probably about, I want to say about that big,
it's $8.
$8.
It's a little steep, but
if you want to be, you know, somebody like me who's like, oh, I want something collectible to take home, you can get this, which is, I believe it's $26 with that
I
is
thought it was
with tax.
25. Yeah.
25, but 26 with tax, somewhere around there. And it lights up, and it's got a cool strap, and they fill it up with blue milk, and it's delicious. But then it also, like I said, it lights up. You can turn it off. It's really good though. Right now I'm just using it for water.
Yeah, it's a good souvenir. I didn't personally get one because I didn't really care for a cup like that. But
I was literally drinking blue milk like.
it lasted them all day. So
It lasted me all day, and I wasn't even hungry.
Yeah, it's a smoothie, so like
It was good.
it was a good breakfast for us. Well, I think that's really it though. So
Yeah, because we got to go to Thunder Mountain.
yeah, but so we're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for watching our video, and if you like what you watch, you could always subscribe and hit the like button. It's nice. It helps the algorithm.
Comment down below. Tell us if we're doing this good or bad. No. If you guys want to see some other reviews and some other stuff, just let this guy know.
Yeah. You can insult me in the comments. It's fine. I'm okay with it.
It's okay. Vi already
can-
kind of insulted both
You
of us.
can't lower my self-esteem more than Vi and Ronnie did.
Vi roasted. So Vi Barani is actually one of the resistant spy over in Galaxy's Edge, and let's be honest, girl is savage. She actually roasts you like nonstop. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
Really
yeah,
nice. Damn it, Will. Go to Galaxy's Edge. It's fun. Thanks for watching.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Alright. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.